I moved in at the end of October. Chernivtsi, an old 5-story building just behind the university on a little street. Everyone still calls behind the uni, even though the maps label it as the 8th of March Lane. Built in 1937, thick walls, high ceilings, creaky parquet floors that sound like someone walking barefoot right behind you. The rent was ridiculous, 4,000 hryvnia for 42 square meters right in the center. The landlady only said one weird thing when she handed over the keys: just don't sleep with your head against the wall where the old dresser used to stand. It gets hard to breathe there. I laughed. She didn't. The first 2 weeks were fine, almost cozy. I set up my monitors, bought a cheap sofa off Oaks, hung heavy curtains, and for once felt like I had some control over my life. The mirrors started. Not literally, just too many reflections. More than there should be. There was an oval mirror in the hallway wooden frame. Antique looking, I left it because it suited the place. But when I walked past it at 3 or 4 a.m., I work nights a lot, the corridor in the glass looked longer, like 2 extra meters of wall that didn't exist in reality. I blamed exhaustion. Then came the breathing behind the forbiddens wall. Not loud, not terrifying at first, just slow, even inhales and exhales like someone in a very deep sleep. Sometimes it paused for 7 or 8 seconds, then started again, as if the person woke up, listened, and drifted back off. I taped old blankets over the wall with duct tape. It muffled the sound, but didn't stop it. One night I woke at 3:47 a.m. to fingernails dragging slowly across the parquet in the hallway. Not fast like a cat, very deliberate. One long scrape, 5-second, pause, another scrape. Like someone drawing an invisible picture on the floor. I lay frozen for 10 minutes, then turned on the light. Nothing, just a thin line in the dust, like a finger had traced it. The next evening I decided to record. Set my phone on a tripod in the hallway, night mode, and went to bed. In the morning I watched. At 4:12 a.m., a shadow very slowly crept into frame. Not a clear human silhouette, a vague shape, like someone standing just around the corner, street light from outside catching only part of a shoulder, and long hair, very long hair. The worst part? The shadow didn't move. It just stood there, stood perfectly still for 11 minutes and 43 seconds, then vanished. Not walked away, not faded, just gone like someone switched off a projector. I watched that clip 20 times, then deleted it. My hands wouldn't stop shaking. That same night, I heard the voice for the first time. Very faint, like someone speaking underwater. A woman's voice. The same phrase over and over. You've been here before. You've been here before. You've been here before. I recorded the sound on my phone's voice memo. When I played it back, only my snoring and the fridge hum. But with headphones on max volume, the voice was there, clear, slightly nasal, like someone with a cold. By the 6th week, I figured it out. The apartment doesn't just remember. It rewrites. My things started moving. Not randomly, always a little closer to that same wall. My laptop, charger, mug, even the pillow. Every day 3 to 5 centimeters nearer. I drew a marker line on the floor 120 centimeters from the wall. Next morning, everything was past the line. So I did the last experiment. I lay down with my head against that wall. On purpose. No pillow. Just stretched out and turned off the light. At first, nothing. Then the breathing got louder, closer, like the person was lying right beside me, only on the other side of the plaster. And then something cold touched the back of my neck. Not a hand, not breath. Something thin, like a single hair, but heavy. It slowly wrapped around my throat, not tightening, just resting there like it was trying on a necklace. I couldn't move, couldn't scream, only thought, this is it. Then the voice came not through the wall this time, but inside my skull, calm and certain. You've been here before. Now I'll be here. Everything stopped. I woke up on the sofa in the living room the next morning. No memory of getting there, but that wasn't the worst part. On the hallway mirror, there was a handprint. Wet, my size. I know I hadn't touched the glass the night before. I'd dried my hands on a towel. Below the print, scratched into the glass with a fingertip. Stay. I packed in 40 minutes. Left the keys in the landlady's mailbox. Didn't say goodbye. Didn't call. Now I live on the outskirts. A tiny studio, twice the rent. But every night before sleep, I check my neck. There's still this faint prickling, like that single hair never really let go. And sometimes when I'm drifting off, I hear slow breathing behind my new wall. And I'm not sure if it's just my imagination